think we have some good news regarding the Golf. I finally was able to find a socket for the spark plug because I didn't have one at my workshop, but then I raided one of the toolboxes at home and I found a socket that fit, and I inspected the spark plugs and they are all looking pretty shot. So I have a feeling that that's the issue. Since putting them back in and putting the coils back in, seems to be driving a little bit better. Not going to hold my breath, but I'm currently in fifth, doing 3,000 revs and climbing. I'm just about to drive up this hill. As you can probably tell by my face, oh no, there goes the power. But it is better. I must say, it is better. So I'm going to go back to the workshop, and I'm going to go and get some new spark plugs. Yeah, I think I spoke too soon about it. It was definitely driving better on the flat, I'll give it that. But I just think that it was, they're going up the hill. It's actually doing all right. So, yeah, obviously the laws of physics probably say otherwise. It's probably not driving better, but it feels like it is. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the auto parts store in town, pick up some new spark plugs. Obviously, being Switzerland, they are closed over lunchtime. So I'll probably scoot into the workshop first and then inspect the coils as well. I didn't inspect them very good. I was doing it at my house, out the front of the house. So go back to the workshop, inspect the coils first, and then after lunch I'm going to go and get some spark plugs, and if the coils are shot, I'll get some coils as well, and then hopefully the car starts to drive better. I did look in the service book this morning on the way to dropping the kids off to school, and I have seen that the last time the spark plugs were changed was 5 years ago. So again, I'm no expert, and I'm just taking the advice from Mr. GPT, and the pictures of the spark plug that I sent to it, he seems to think that they are well and truly overdue for replacement. So I'm hoping that he's right for once, and we can get the car driving nicely by the end of the day. That would be unbelievable. I would be so happy if we could do that. So happy. So yeah, I should be at the workshop in about 15 minutes, and then we can take the coils off and have a look. So yeah, I tell you what, today's weather is absolutely beautiful. It's a perfect driving day. The sun's out, it's dry, there's still a little bit of moisture around from the torrential rain that we had the last it's pretty much a week now that it's been like that. So yeah, it's if I can get it working today, that would be absolutely perfect. I think the weather's supposed to be nice over the weekend, so maybe we could do our tour for the Golf as well. But I won't hold my breath because, yeah. So I think first things first, what we'll do is go back to the workshop I might actually structure the rest of the day in a way that we will go have a quick bite to eat at the workshop, and then I'll probably put the trailer on the van, and then during lunch I will start to head over to where the motorbike is, pick the motorbike up just after lunch, and then on the way back to the workshop I will go and pick up some spark plugs and some coils for the Golf. And then if I can knock all of that over in one go for this afternoon, that would end the week perfectly. I would be very, very happy, very, very pleased. So first things first is mangiare, and then load up the trailer, and then we'll head off to get the motorbike, and then be back in the workshop a little bit later this afternoon. So back in the workshop, gonna have some mangiare. Car's not here. Hopefully, we don't have to bring him in for much longer, and he's driving nicely after we've sorted this. I'll be so happy. You have no idea. I wasn't expecting this to. I was expecting. I don't think it's the compression. Again, this is all DIY research, so I'm hoping that this is. It was driving differently when I was driving here. There was definitely there was a bit more kick. So there's obviously something going on with the spark plugs because I took all 4 of them out. I'll show you some examples. I'll put some pictures in the video, and then you can see. It's basically showing that it's running quite lean. So I'm just going to replace the plugs and then at least eliminate those from the equation, and then yeah, we'll see how we go after that. Fingers crossed. I'm really starting to come around to this car. Also, I've already found someone who's going to take it over. She lives just in the area, so yeah, hopefully I can get that sorted. I was also supposed to see another car this weekend in Zurich, but these people haven't gotten back to me yet. And yes, these are pre-boiled eggs, for you wondering. I'm not about to eat raw eggs. These eggs you can get pre-boiled from the supermarkets, which is pretty cool. This afternoon we're going to know whether it's the spark plugs or not, and I'm really excited. It's giving me a little bit of a spring in my step now. Bit of a bummer that I never tested them before, but I didn't have a spark plug socket on me at the workshop. It was only at home, and every time I go home I just completely forget to do anything. So now we've got the spark plug socket, got that here. So we're going to give it some new plugs, and then just coming back from picking up the new motorbike. It's got a fair bit of work to be done on it, but it's going to be a pretty fun project, I think. Guy in there gave me a list of. So basically, I went and picked it up from a motorbike mechanic, and they've done a check on it, and I haven't looked through the list, but there's a substantial list, I would say, of things to be done to it. Yeah, we'll see. I'm going to go through the list and see all the things that be done, see all the things that I'm going to be able to do myself, add that to the list of projects to do. When I had this, I think everyone's going to laugh quite a bit when they see the motorbike. It doesn't it doesn't look like a motorbike at the moment. The seat's off. I think the battery's out. The air filter's out. There's basically, it's like a skeleton basically, but they're very easy to work on. So I'm looking forward to it. yeah, maybe I'll do it up into like a little cafe racer or something, ready for spring next year. We'll see. We'll see. There she is. Right, let's see how we go. Roadside mechanic. I don't know why I didn't just go back to the workshop, because I'm not going to spend, well, today anyway, I'm not going to spend $230 on these coils, that's for sure, because I don't have the money. Have we fixed it? It seems like the easiest solution, and probably to anyone that actually knows anything about cars, would have been probably the very first thing that you go to. But here we are, the last thing. Please, please, please have made a difference. All right, here's the test. Have we done it? Have we fixed it? Have we fixed it? Normal start. There's a metal pole there. Yes! We fixed it! Oh, I'm so happy! That's all it was the spark plugs. Why the hell did I take the catalytic converter off? Why didn't I just do this from the start? Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Well, I must say, I did enjoy getting to learn all the little bits and bobs around a car. Honestly, this is the most work, or the most amount of work I've done on a car before in my life. Ah, this is great. Yes. Time for tour. I can't wait. Right, so all that, now that we've got all that panty wetting out of the way, and all that excitement, I think the real test should be a drive up a hill. So that's what I'm gonna do. Still, ooh, something doesn't quite feel right. I may have spoken too soon. I don't know if it needs a little bit of time to kick in, but it's working good. But then what happens is the check engine light starts flashing and then it goes away when I really give it some welly. I'm gonna go home and get my OBD2 reader We'll see what happens. Maybe it's not fixed. Fuck. I think I spoke too soon. All right, so we're just coming up to the test to see whether it's actually got any more power than it had before, because we're about to go up a hill. Let's see how we go. Yeah, there's definitely heat. There's definitely, oh yeah, I mean, still slow as shit, but we're pulling up. Still doesn't feel 100% though. I have a feeling I may not have sat the coil. There was two coils that wouldn't go in any further than they are, and I didn't have anything to softly tap it in. So I'm on the way home now. Yeah, it's starting to, not starting to conk out, but it's struggling up this hill. It is better. It is better. I have a feeling it's because of these coils weren't sat down properly. I hope. They just didn't go in any further with force. So when I go home, I'm gonna I have to go to an appointment at 4 o'clock, which is in 45 minutes. But maybe I don't have time for that, to do it at home. I don't think I'm gonna have time to go home. No, I'm gonna skip home and I'm just gonna drive over the hill. I hope to God that we don't break down. So we're having a little bit of trouble here. The car is not running on all cylinders, I don't think. So we're gonna have to check it out. Fun and games! So I don't know if you can see, we've got our check engine light on because one of the ignition coils is bad. I think all that moving around and stuff like that has caused it to go. So I'm happy that I know exactly what's wrong with it. I don't know if you can see, it's very shaky. Maybe I'll turn the light off. No, it doesn't make a difference. But yes, we're now running on 3 cylinders, going very slow. So yes, that is the next step, getting some new ignition coils. So yes, it's been a very eventful day. So bad news for all you people that wanted to see a fixed car tonight. That's not happening. We've got one ignition coil and a check engine light.